Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me awesome. I'm here today with a quick video, my recap, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 2. So episode 2, I thought it was pretty good. It was a high level drama. It was enough to keep you engaged, or at least keep me engaged and keep me tuned in. This is one of the reality shows that I still absolutely love and enjoy watching. And I have some connection, some love for each and every one of the castmates. The Whitlows, I'm coming around the corner slowly. Still not in love with them, but I'm coming around the corner slowly because tonight I saw a little something different in Tiffany. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So it opens up with Martel doing a calendar. To me, I feel like financially, he is putting a spin and beginning to recover. So his manager, I guess, talked him into doing a calendar. And I will say this, Martel keeps himself up well, okay? He loves the gym loves him. And so and he's very photogenic, right? So him doing this calendar on behalf of his manager, I'm gonna say it is a good look. I don't know if it's gonna sell. Time will tell, okay? And he also apparently, I guess, has written some children's book, and he's having a book signing. So I'm happy to see that he's trying to recover financially, because usually when there's a divorce, you see, unfortunately, the woman is broken. The woman is taking 5 cents back financially. But it seems like in this divorce between Martel and Melody, Martel was the one that kind of took some financial setbacks and stepbacks. And I think the reason why that was so is Melody was the powerhouse behind their, ventures when they were married. So that's why Melody, when they got separated and divorced, she fared off a little bit better, because I think, my opinion, she was just used to being the one who held their ventures together, and so that's why she fared off better. But it seems like Martel is now coming around and having a recovery in that particular area, so that was good to see. Now I'm also hoping that him and Melody are doing better with the co-parenting, but from what we saw a smidgen of, I'm not sure that is so. So it looks like Martel's children, the 2 oldest ones, were supposed to be at his book signing. And currently they left us with a little cliffhanger, because he's sitting there and they're still waiting for the 2 children to arrive. And it's appearing like Melody is not answering her phone. So hopefully they are doing better with co-parenting. I really don't want to see these 2, fight the whole season. So time will tell and we will see. We move on to the scene with Latisha and Marsau. Marsau is just one of those people where I sit there and I'm like, I don't believe it, but I do believe it. And it's like, he is what he is, and he doesn't hold back. He shows you right up front who he is. And I guess in some way, shape, or form, you got to respect the person who shows you who they are. And when a person shows you who they are, there's this saying out there that says, then you should believe it. But he's showing us who he is. But I guess Tisa has blindfolders on or something like that. She doesn't believe what she sees or what she hears when it comes to her husband. So they're sitting there chatting, and arrives Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda comes in chatting with them. And this is another thing I love about reality shows. I love it when the different castmates use their platform for the greater good. So they never know how long their reality show is going to last, which is their current, I'm going to say, cash cow. So it's great when they use the platform and then they build on that platform by creating their own different side business, companies, product lines, and all of that. And it's great to see that Miss Wanda is starting a food truck. And Tisa and Marcel are going to invest in her food truck. So I was glad to hear that, and I hope it goes well for Miss Wanda. Now, she's going to do loaded potatoes on this truck. Listen, people love to eat. I think it's a great idea, and I wish her well. But what I love about Miss Wanda is, no matter what, whether you like the way she backs her daughter, can be questionable, but the fact that she backs her daughter and loves her daughter so much is what I love about Miss Wanda. So Miss Wanda is not afraid to ask Marcel the questions that Tisha wish she can ask him and get an answer, but she won't, because she likes to pretend like none of the outside noise bothers her. She likes to pretend like she's superhuman, and every rumor that she hears and all the sprinklings that are going on around her, it doesn't bother her at all, which we all know is a bunch of baloney. It's a bunch of nonsense. And why do I say it's a bunch of nonsense? Because when you see the previews for next week, she asks her husband, how does these rumors start about this apartment? So if the outside noise doesn't bother you, Tisa, why ask him the question? But let me back up. So Ms. Wanda comes in and asks him, listen, what's up? Did you ever? She asked him a clear, cut, straight question. She said, did you ever have an apartment with Martel? Right? He didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He does the typical Marcel and dance around it and throws it back on you to make you look stupid or feel stupid for even asking the question. So he looks at Miss Wanda and did Miss Wanda the same way he would do Tisa if she would have asked the question, like, you don't know me? If you knew me, and I'm paraphrasing, guys, if you knew me, you wouldn't even ask that question. Okay? So it's like, yo, bro, don't try to do that. I asked you a question, and yes, I do know you, but even though I do know you, I still want the answer to this question. Did you ever have an apartment with Martel? Never answered it. Then in his confessional, which was all the best, he said, I'm not transparent. I never claimed to be transparent. Now, he was trying to give a little dig, and I guess maybe he calling himself being funny because he knows the Whitlows, more specifically, Tiffany, always wanted to talk about transparency last season. So he wants to sit in his confessional, and he thinks it's a joke to say, I'm not transparent. Well, Tisa, that's not a Freudian slip. He's not transparent on purpose. He's very purposeful on how he doesn't answer questions. So if it ever comes out later that this is true or such and such is so, and you want to go back in your Rolodex of your brain and say, well, when I asked you the question, you didn't answer it or you didn't tell me, he going to say to you, listen, I never said yay or nay about an apartment. So now you found out there is an apartment? He's messy. He's slick. And God bless Tisa. I don't know how she does it. But listen, here's the thing too with Tisa. She wants to say in her confessional, and people kill me when they want to do this, right? She wants to say in her confessional, I'm going to believe the man that God sent me. So every time people want to justify something, they want to bring God into it. Listen, I'm a religious person. I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. But I also believe sometimes we don't consult God because we want what we want. Or we pretend we heard an answer from God because that's what we want. Now, Tisa, don't bring God into this. God may have sent you this man, but he also gave you common sense. Okay? And common sense tells you that maybe it's God. Okay? Or it should tell you that maybe it's God that brought you to this platform so that you can have the awareness of everything that's going on, perhaps outside of your marriage, and not for you to leave if you don't want to leave, but for you to ask questions. Or just be, or just be aware. Maybe that's what God's doing. But anyway, let's move on for her, because you know what? It is what it is. She's never going to leave, and she wants to sit there and believe her husband. She has every right to believe her husband, but she should also believe him when he sat in his confessional and said, I'm not transparent. So let's move on. And I guess now Storm is going to be a part of the cast. I'm going to see how I feel about Storm. I got to give it some more time. I'm on the fence, and if the wind blows whatever way it blows, I can go on one side of the fence or maybe fall on the other side. But I'm in neutral ground with Storm right now. I'm not in love. I'm not in dislike. I'm just trying to see what she's going to bring to the table. So far, I'm not seeing much, but we shall see. So Melanie throws a pajama party, and in her pajama party, there's some people who were not invited. Destiny wasn't invited. Tisa wasn't invited, but Tisa's cousin was invited, and Tiffany was invited, and Kimmie and Storm, and who else came? Somebody else was there. So Tiffany is there, and I want to say this. Tiffany is absolutely beautiful. She's a beautiful woman, aesthetically. Like when you look at her, she's beautiful to the eye. Now the inside, the performance that Tiffany gave tonight, I'm getting the feeling that Tiffany realized that she did not come off good last season, and I feel like she's trying to clean up her act. And I'm thinking I may give her an opportunity to clean up her act. Now, because she came off a certain way last season, she's like an open target, right? It's like easy for everybody to come for her. But I will say this, she still can recover. And Tiffany, in some ways, she's a quiet storm. So she did have a talk with Kimmie. And, they tried to straighten their things out. And she tried to explain the firing from the conference, which I really don't even care about, right? But then Storm comes over, and Storm wanted to dig in on Tiffany. But we got to see what this comment about being 12 is about. So I guess Storm got some skeletons in the closet. She didn't like when Tiffany said that. And it shut a lot of the conversation down. So I'm wondering what Tiffany knows about Storm that can come out that Storm doesn't want us to know. Well, we're going to see. But see, here's the thing. If you're going to come poke the bear, be prepared for the bear to poke back at you. So Storm wanted to come in. She could have minded her business because she really didn't have no beef with Tiffany personally. Right? Her and Tiffany didn't really have no interactions. You, Storm, wanted to come in and kind of tag on some mess that happened when you wasn't around, when you was, preparing to have your little baby. So you wanted to poke at Tiffany, and Tiffany dropped a little bomb that we about to maybe see explode a little bit later on. So I may give the Whitlows another chance. I'm still thinking about it. Not 100% sure, but we shall see. So Kimmie is pulling a Tisa right now, okay? At the pajama party, they pretty much had conversation with Kimmie like, you cool that this picture was posted, with your husband at the scene of the crime where he swore he wasn't at, okay? You good? And then if you notice, all of a sudden, Kimmie always had issues with her own sister-in-law. Also said at the reunion that if they wasn't in-laws, she wouldn't even be her friend. But now, as they're talking about Tisa at this pajama party, because you a little sensitive about your own situation with Maurice, you're sitting there saying, why they bringing up Tisa and she not even here? Oh, Kimmie. So now that you see what it feels like to be in a hot seat, now when you see what it feels like to have your marriage questioned, now you a little sensitive. Now you don't have much to say. Now the mouse had taken your tongue, okay? Or what's that little saying? Did the mouse get your tongue? Did the cat get your tongue? Like what's going on, Kimmy? You're a little quiet. You're a little more reserved. Because what you don't want to hear is, and you don't really want to address, that your precious Maurice could possibly have cheated. You don't want to talk about that situation right there. You don't want to talk about how where there's smoke, there is some fire. And listen, what we don't want, or at least what I don't want to see the demise of your relationship. But I want you to have that same energy that you have for other situations in your current situation, and ask your husband a little bit more questions. And then get with your sister-in-law, and she has some questions that she needs to ask her husband. And I thought about it afterwards. How does your husband have time to go, and this is about Tisa, to Africa alone, but he used to send you and the kids on vacation alone because he didn't have time to go with you and the kids? Where they do that at? Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments. I'm loving Marriage Huntsville. Can't wait to see the next episode. And my thing to Marcel is, you're not transparent. I don't know. I don't get it. So listen, guys, chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Do you think Marcel is cheating? I don't think Maurice is currently cheating, but I do think that something happened way back when in that particular situation. But do I think that he cheated on Kimmie ever since they got married? I'm gonna put a no on that. That's my opinion. Do I think that Marcel is cheating? I'm gonna put a yes on that. And especially, I'm gonna say that one of his maybe side chicks possibly went on that Africa trip with him, and that's why his wife and kids couldn't go. And then you're gonna go somewhere where you don't have connection to your wife and kids. I got a problem with that. But again, this is my opinion. What do I think about Tiffany and Martel? From the scene I saw, I don't think nothing of it. I think that because Tiffany right now is beefing with Melanie, there's not too many scenes for her to be in. And Destiny needs to make her money. So they had to put her in the scene with Martel. So I don't think that she wants him. I don't think that she likes him like that. And that's just my opinion. So guys, chat with me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to give the Whitlows another chance? I'm considering it. I have to see more episodes, but I am considering it. And if you know me, I was one of the ones that said I am over the Whitlows from their first performance last season. But I'm thinking, everybody deserves another chance. And I'm thinking that I'm going to give them another chance. Chat with me, guys, in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.